Exercise 23. A data set with 61 values has a least value of 15. So we have 15 being the minimum value and the greatest value of 35. So 35 as the maximum. And in between, since all of them are 61, we have another 59 different values that we don't know the exact values of them, but we know that they should be between 15 and 35. The data set is to be updated with a 60-second value of 90. So we brought a new one of 90. Which of the following statistics of the data set will not necessarily increase? Let's see. First of all, mean. We know that mean is always affected by any value of the set. Every single time we bring or we take out a value from the set, the mean will change. The only scenario in which mean does not change at all by bringing or excluding values is when the value brought or taken out is equal to the old mean. Remember the most unpleasant thing in grades. Let's say my average is 80%. So, and I'm taking another summative. If my grade on that new summative is exactly 80%, then nothing changed. If the summative is greater than 80, the entire mean will adjust to a greater value. If my summative is less than 80, the entire mean will adjust to something smaller. So now I brought a value which is greater than every single one of the previous ones. So the mean will definitely not just change, but it will increase. So we were looking for the one that not necessarily increase. The mean, on the other hand, will definitely increase, so it's not mean. The range, let's go to the second obvious thing. The range is defined as the difference between max minus mean. I introduced a new max. Before, the range was 35 minus 15, which was 20. Now, the range is 90 minus 15, which is 75. So the range definitely increased. Standard deviation, similar to the mean, is always affected by any value. The standard deviation, in very, very simple words, means that is basically a measurement that shows how spread out or concentrated close to each other my data are. I had a previous standard deviation. Now I brought one value that it's not within the previous body of data, but it's external to that body because it's greater than all of the previous ones. So the new standard deviation got bigger, which means that it cannot be C as well. The only statistic that might not necessarily change is the median, because it might have been the case where in the middle of the data set we had many same or many identical values. In this case, whether I bring a new one or take out an old one, the median might not always change. So overall, the right answer for this question would have been A, the median.